out there so you can get the crowd going. How much were you fully, completely feeling what the crowd was giving back, and how much you feel like that resonated with the game?
Yeah, I mean, just looking around after we were down 20, it looked like they're having a terrible time. And I hate, putting that type of product on the court. I know we should focus on the game and focus on the game plan and not look into the crowd and not engage with the crowd and keep it professional, all of this shit they tell us. But I survey the crowd and see, because we need them. We need that energy. So I looked around and just looked dead. And the only way to spark it up is to make some plays, see the ball go through the rim. And we did to start that forward. We got to start second quarter better. That's really the game. 41-19 the second quarter. We start the second quarter, give them a 12-2 run every game, it felt like, So we got to be better in that area. And we fought uphill all game, but the fourth quarter was special, man. That was footprint was on fire.
Curious, obviously, so TNT captured you and Bud having an exchange. What was going on there?
Yeah, that's what usually happens when you don't know the dynamics of a relationship. You catch something on TV, you get a quote, and now you pushing that narrative as if me and Bud don't do that shit all the time. We competitive as two individuals who want to see things done the right way. And sometimes my way ain't the way that Bud want to do it, and vice versa. And he allows me as a player on the team, a veteran on the team, to voice my opinion. If we both didn't care, we would never have stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? So, and I'm glad that the win is going to sweep all of that stupid stuff under the rug, because people couldn't wait. Even some people in Phoenix in here couldn't wait to run with that, and say, oh, this is the reason why the team ain't playing well, because of that specific thing. But come on, man. That shows that me and Bud really care about trying to right this shit and trying to win basketball games. So he understands where I'm coming from. I understand exactly where he's coming from. It's just the people on the outside don't know the dynamics of the relationship. So, in order for them to get some attention, they're going to run with stuff like that.
Which brings me to following up, the conversations not only continue, but I just noticed that you were voicing your opinion, he was voicing his throughout the rest of the game. And I know that's just something that quick.
I wish they cut to that and slow-mo that when me and him come to a solution together and we smiling on the bench and we tapping each other on the chest and slapping hands hard. I wish they would post that on Instagram and Twitter and say, wow, this is leadership right here. But when we do that other shit, that gets the attention. That's just the nature of the world we in. That's the nature of the content and the NBA in general. So it's frustrating when you see shit like that and you see the reaction to it. But, I know deep down what it is between Bud and I. And he knows it too. And this ain't the first time we done got into it. Not even got into it. We had a quick disagreement and moved right on right after the next play. So it's not gonna be the last either. And Bud knows that, and he respects how much I care, and I respect how much he cares.
Kev, considering where you guys are at in the season and all the noise that you're talking about, how much did you guys need a win like this tonight?
Man, this is a fun win. It was two ends of the spectrum. This is about the worst you can get. In the first three quarters, just how we played in that second quarter and in that third quarter, and then just to change the tide that quick and play that type of basketball. We were playing faster. We were covering for each other on defense. We got shots early in the clock as opposed to late in the clock. We didn't turn the ball over much. We were swarming on defense, getting rebounds. That sounds basketball right there. And that's how we need to play moving forward.
Looking at Colin, he came in and gave you guys a big lift in that fourth quarter. What did you like from him?
I always love how Colin is poised and he's a dog. He cares. He wanted a lot of locker room at the last game, and he didn't contribute a minute to that disaster. And he came out and was pissed off after the game last game. So you could tell when he got another opportunity, he was going to make the most of it and go out there and play his game. And every time he steps on the floor, he's been doing that. Even in the G, in the G, he's just dominant. But up here, he comes in here and makes, leaves a mark and plays extremely hard. I love playing with him, So hopefully he can build on this. He get more consistent minutes after this and, help us out a little bit. And Coach made a great adjustment throwing him in there, And to start the fourth quarter, the coach was just perfect, to be honest. Every adjustment he made was incredible. He was catalyst for all of it.
Yeah. Katie, kind of building off Gerald's first question, there's obviously been a lot of things that haven't gone well for this team, for the last month and change, even before that. Is this kind of comeback, this kind of win, can this be a pivotal moment in the season?
I told the guys, man, we should not even focus on the big picture. Everything should be right in the moment. Just we focus on the next possession should be the most important. We would love to say that this win is going to ignite us and push us to win some in a row and have a storybook ending of us going to the play and all that stuff. It sounds good to say, but for us, it's about the next possession. Next day matters. The next possession matters. And we can't focus too far down the line because we don't got that luxury to do that. So stay in the moment as much as we can. Enjoy where we are and put your best effort in that moment and see what happens.
And then I wanted to ask you about Kyrie. Obviously, personal relationship there, competitive business, but just your thoughts on Kyrie suffering obviously a devastating injury.
Man, I just feel for my boy, because I know how much he cares about the game and loves the game and loves his routine and enjoys playing for his teammates, the ultimate teammate, the best teammate. Man, he loves the game so much. I'm just hurt for him, But he's such a strong-minded person that he's going to bounce back and beat Kyrie even better than he was before he got hurt, So prayers up to him and wishing him a speedy recovery.
Kevin, not trying to be disrespectful to, just the fact that it's two teams competing, but y'all saw the Clippers in Halloween, or down 20 in the second half of that game, and were able to come back and win. Like, what is it about that team that kind of at least made you, but maybe your team as well, say you got to keep playing and you have an opportunity to be able to complete this comeback?
Yeah, that's crazy. We did that twice against the Clips, and it's just that when we get down, we tend to keep the game simple, just play a little harder and play a little bit more free, and we're able to get back into the game. They are a streaky team too. When they're knocking down shots and making threes, they're the toughest teams, So and they space out a lot, shoot threes, drive and kick, but I think we kept the ball in front. In the second quarter, we didn't keep the ball in front. They got whatever they wanted, so we keep the ball in front. I think we put ourselves in a good situation to win the basketball game. But it's just a coincidence it was happening against this team twice this year.
Kev, to go back to the crowd, in the middle quarters, there were some boos coming in, but once you guys responded with the energy in the fourth quarter, the energy started to come and they responded to your call as well. What's your relationship been with them, with them in this arena?
Yeah, I always wonder what booing is going to do for your team. It actually makes no sense. If you really want to make your voice be heard, just get up and leave, and we'll feel that more than you booing. So we need energy, you know what I'm saying? When we down 20, we need y'all to get a little louder in there and cheer a little louder. And that was my thing once I started talking to the crowd. It's just like, booing has been a part of the sports culture for the last 50, 60 years. But I think it's about time we put that up, you know what I'm saying? Just get up and leave if you don't feel like watching this team play bad basketball. And we will understand. And that would make us feel even worse, seeing y'all getting up and leaving. But the energy that they show, how loud they get on a good night, it's second to none. So I wanted to ignite that as much as possible. And I'm sitting there like, yo, what the fuck? Like, get your ass up. Let's do something for us. You know what I'm saying? So they responded well. It's nothing but love in this with this fan base. They always support and always show up and selling out every game that I play here. So I think they really, really enjoyed this win tonight, and this type of win, type of team they can get behind if we play that brand of basketball. So I understand booing, but that's some like 1960s, 70s shit. Just get up and leave.
Kev, kind of related to Kellen's question, the other day Book was talking about how every game moving forward needs to kind of have this playoff feel. Do you feel that, and do you feel like that's kind of what it's going to take moving forward?
Yeah. I think everybody needs to bring that playoff type intensity of the focus every possession. I think that's more than anything, just focusing in on every possession and building on good possessions, not letting bad things compound themselves. So, Yeah, I mean, that's the approach we need to take, especially being 4 games under 500 and it being almost the end of the season. Yeah, we got to get on our horse to see what we can do. And, you know, that pressure should be fun for us.
Thanks, guys.